today. So, yesterday we talked a little bit about how there's a want to do specific things, but a perceived lack of ability. Not necessarily a lack of motivation, but it's more that anytime that I sit down and attempt to write out a script, I end up throwing it away and starting over. I'm not satisfied with what it communicates. For a lot of people, it goes that way. For some people, it doesn't, and largely due to practice. Now, practice affects different folks at different rates. Some folks are just able to pick up on things. For example, I already think in shapes and spaces, so for me, geometry was extraordinarily easy. But I watched a whole lot of people that I considered to be much more capable than I am struggle with it. This extends to the world of not just writing out scripts, but editing videos or streaming something, for example. There are a number of people that you could be watching, that you could stop by and watch after they've done their thing. Given, you know, your perception of after, it's always now when you're watching it. But they do this, you know, they tune in just for the individual's ability to execute. I don't think we have that here. I won't claim to be the best at anything that it is that I've been showing you guys. I understand the rules of the thing that I'm interacting with, but it's not as if I don't A, screw up, or B, go into other things. And that is what lies at the heart of this kind of perceived gap in capability. It's that I wouldn't say that I'm a jack of all trades, but of many. And truly a master of absolutely none. I've found oftentimes, as the saying goes, that this means that I'm able to adapt and overcome situations where normally someone who has spent all of their time specializing in one thing would be completely hamstrung. But the rest of the world doesn't seem to value that, so it's another one of those things where I consider maybe I'm doing it wrong. It's possible. Even within this dream that we've been walking through, I've flopped between several types of weapons, and it takes some adjusting to get used to them after playing one for any number of hours. But it has allowed us to sail relatively unaccosted through the vast majority of what we've been thrown up against, hasn't it? There's value in that, but it's not a value that gets celebrated. It suits me just fine. I'm not really one for celebrations. Let's give you eyes. I know, but the data's loading. We got a thumbs up from the witch. We're showing controller prompts again, despite the controller not being plugged in. Which is again a fun bug. Don't know why it does that. Here we go. Yes, please. Throw me in there. My Twitch thing on my phone is reconnecting to chat. It hadn't connected to chat to begin with. There we are.
The field team's gathered at the main gate.
Boogie.
Go out on an expedition in the forest.
Yeah, I'll deal with them in a sec. Alright, now let's get our login bonus. Pi is very excited about his bath today. He's so fucking ready, you guys. He's gonna lose his mind. So what's the pangolin weak against? Because that is job one. We gotta fight 2 pangolins. We'll see if we can get them to separate. Looks like thunder. Alright. We do have a tool for that. Now, I don't think that we have anything that is... this nullifies Blast Blight, so we probably want that. I think we only have the one anti-blast, yeah. We have a full set of anti-paralysis, which is good. Because we will be wanting and needing that. Huh? Okay, that's equipped, yeah. Yep. Okay. I'll be here. Enjoy your bath. He's off, he's running. With the witch in tow. There we go. We can now make Elder Dragon Blood if we need to. We can make the Elder Dragon Gems, a whole lot of new things. Don't worry about that, that's for later. Don't worry about that, that's for later too. That one too, don't worry about that. Still no anti-blast here. Let's see, we have 2 shards. Yeah, we'll go ahead and we'll do this. So that's 1. That's at least getting there on 2. We'll do that. We'll do that. And then we just need 4 more points. Easy peasy. We got those in the soup. We'll feed it one of those. Yes, please. Just do the thing. What do we got? That's good. That's excellent. We can use that right now. That's less, but that's fine. That'll help us compensate for those roars. Set decorations, please. Plug that in immediately. Which brings our earplugs up to level 3. Nothing from weak roars. We should be able to get to here and here relatively easily. Here's hoping.
You all good?
Yeah, I'm alright. We must. Otherwise it runs out. Let's collect that harvest. And... well, let's head on up there. We'll get ourselves food. We'll hop to the job board. We'll fight 2 pangolins. Oh, with money. And we'll watch the next one. I apologize for the throat clearing. The temperature shot up, and so the plants decided that they should probably get, you know, all of their plant fuckery going before they dry out entirely. Beyond the blasting scales it is. We're not going to spend the voucher because, well, not a need to do that right now. We are going to try to take extra time to gather things for points, though. Research points, that is. We're here. Feels like a long time since we've been here. Took my head a second to, like, wrap around where it was. Alright, we have our choice of number 1 and number 2. Don't worry, we're going to get them both. And we have the time necessary to do so. We'll grab some of the necessary shit on the way. Looks like number 2 is what's shown up on our radar first. Look at us go on them points already. What? Are you agitated or are you going somewhere? It was a small cactuar. Turns out they were just unhappy. Maybe they'd bumped into one another. They don't appear to be going anywhere. Just kind of meandering. Them and the omen flies are a solid indicator of what's entering the area. If they're fucking off, you know that there's a reason for it. Or in the Apsaros case, if they're circling the wagons and presenting shells and spiked tails, a predatory threat is imminent. Which again is detail work that I appreciate. Prey animals should react when there's a predator in the area and they've become aware of it. It's odd. Yeah, like that. They seemed kind of bent out of shape. Are you number 2 or number 1? You're number 2. I'll take it. Come back. Didn't work. We didn't hit him. Seems content to just kind of fly around, though. This is atypical pangolin behavior. Maybe it's because it hasn't detected that there's any kind of squabble going on. It likes to mix it up. We'll grab some of that. Yeah, this is a mobile boy. We'll chase them down. Let's get the locals involved. I'm sure they don't want these things on their property anyway. Up we go. Sup, fam? Y'all want to get in on this? Of course you do. And we got one over there that's prepared to vine trap. That's cool. This is a spot that they venture near, so. Is that anybody's footprint? No, it's roots. Okay, well, let's go get them. I would not have thought that was steep enough to slide down, but sure. Good shit. Ah, over here. As much research as we can get. That's also worth points. Turn around. Yeah, hey. Where's the roar? There it is. I don't want to get this started in earnest, and yeah, until you're done doing that and freezing me in place. He's already very angry. the second one we've encountered. Good, we discovered it. Yeah, if they want to club each other senseless, that's also fine. I'm good with that. It's completely alright to just utilize their general shitheadery against one another. It's working out. Do it. Do it, you dumb sacks of shit. Kill each other. Okay, cool. Thank you for agreeing to separate, at least for a moment. Hey. I believe this is number 1. Uh-huh. I wish those Apsaros would fucking bug out. There's really no reason for them to be involved in this. Be free. Ow. Alright. But we're back up and at it again. Back into a rage state for him. Quick turnaround. Let's drink that. I say it's a freebie. Should have gone for the quicker reload. Oh well, that's on me. We got all kinds of bits that they knocked off each other. Are you leaving? Okay, no. Now you're leaving. That's fine. We'll take a second to recover. And it's gonna be like that for a moment or two. We'll get him though. It wasn't quite the disaster that I think was being counted on. Yeah, you guys should get the fuck out of here, huh? There is absolutely no way that this goes well for you guys if you stay. I don't think those shells are designed to take explosives. And that boy just grows them, like on his body. It's kind of fucked up. There we are. And let's see. Yeah, they're hugging again. One of them's still mad. But it ain't the one with the wounded tail. Are you mad at each other? Ideal. Yeah. Too far away. Boy, that is a mess over there. You don't want to get caught in that. You leaving? Okay, that one's leaving. We'll see what we can do about the remaining one then. Hey you, come over here. I want to see if I can get a grapple. That's what I like. No dice. You managed to duck the explosions though. I'm stunned. Okay. Not as far as like the status effect is concerned. Just stunned that none of those actually hit me. I was expecting a number of explosions to just completely deplete my shit. Was not to be. Now we got this going on. Uh-huh. Leap into action. Activate. They did. There we go, that'll do. I don't know what I broke. Oh, they put it to sleep. Alright. Well, good for you. Hang on a second. Let me capitalize on this. At least get one of those weakness swings in. Because this one needs two, remember? Son of a bitch. Easy come, easy go, I guess. Sure. Looks like we've taken just a small amount of splash damage, but that's okay. We fixed that. Look at us go. Fixed. Ow. Shithead. Alright. Replace those. Those guys are real mad. We're gonna get around them so that they don't decide to just lash out indiscriminately. Then we'll take a moment to recover, sharpen our shit, and get back in there. That should do. Where's my tool? There's my tool. It's not letting me know which one's number one, number two. Oh well, whatever. We're just gonna go to the nearest one. Meantime, crafting list. We don't need antidotes. We're alright on antidotes. Anything else that can be of any assistance? Not particularly. Alright. This one's by itself. That's why I want it. Yeah, it's what it looks like it is. I want to see if I can put you in this hole. Okay. Great. I think so. Nah. That projectile speed's just gonna be too low. You gotta really lead that target. It'd be something that sticks in my memory more if the slinger was something that I used more often, but a lot of the times I forget it exists. We didn't do the leap, huh? We didn't feel like it today? That seemed like a lot of work. time we actually managed to stick him, but not to any practical benefit. That'll do, though. Yeah, now you got leaps. Alright. Whatever, we got that tail. Oh, we're almost done with this one already, huh? But where are you going so soon? Turn around and talk to me. Alright. Well, let's cut this up and then we'll follow that one. That's where the Rathian tends to hang out. We mentioned it as a basil juice layer earlier. It still is one. There's plenty of pools and shit to detonate down there. So we may actually wind up using the fireproof mantle, at least for a moment or two. Just to seal the deal on this one, and then we'll concern ourselves with our second target. Yeah, let's get our prep in. There we are. Put this on. That'll help out with some of the explosions. Oh, use my freebers. That's alright. Right in the noggin. Sup, fam? I know. Yep, very loud. Okay. There we are. We have stuck him with the thing. Get our thing loaded. One. Actually. Get that prepped for the other one. Get our carves, and then just one to go. Plenty of time left, too. And we've gotten a couple of slaps in on them. Okay. Good and sharp. Good shit, let's go get him. Oh, hey. Did you decide to come on over? Ow. That's right. That's on me for forgetting. Yeah, do you see what I did in there? I did that. How do you feel about this? So not the most happy, huh? We were so close to getting the spine in. Alright. I don't know if he knocked me free or into those explosions. Hard to tell. God damn it with the roar. Alright. Let's strip this thing off so it can go on cooldown. Facing the wrong direction. Alright. Well. Tried to do too much at once. So it goes. Hey. Every time, really? His timing on that has been incredible. He had a fucking... just a sip, you know? Fuck you, dude. Alright, well, they've sent reinforcements, that's good. We've got that perk with them. Uh-huh. Yeah, no, hi. If you'd stop charging back and forth across the arena, that'd be great. Thanks. That's in. Fucking finally. And we've been dazed. Cool beans. Roundabouts this way. Yeah, let's just set this off. Yeah, it's still got sauce in it. That's good shit. And they're off somewhere else. Well. Just in case. And we got another tail to carve. We can do this while we're doing it too. Or it'll read that the mouse input is what's supposed to be happening rather than the scroll input. Oh, you must be just about done then. Yeah, I kinda figured. Okie doke. Real close dive on that. Capcom, that seemed to have swung low. And we really did not obey the rules of the dive again, but whatever. At this point, I'm almost done. There it is. It's not going to affect the outcome of things, but I do find it frustrating when I've said do something and it's gone, no, I think you mean something else. I don't. You have to define your control schemes very, very sharply. Okay. Oh, we got bones. May as well grab those. And that's 2 pangolins. Wrapped up tidy as you please. Our hunter rank is now uncapped. At least I think until like 99 or some shit, and then there's something else that I have to do, but it escapes me. Extra stream stones, some armor sphere. Not much else to speak of, though. No phase stones, which is what I'm legitimately interested in. Fair amount of points. He's getting there with that shield. The shield again, I don't know that I particularly see the need for. Look at that, we're 35 already.
The field team's gathered at the main gate.
Yeah.
They're getting ready to go out on an expedition in the
Yeah. I'm petting a pig. The whole goddamn crew is here. Ops, Ignacio, Jim, and Chorbert. Kevin, I'm here about the Tail Raiders. Hops wants to sit in on the meeting. What do you think? They do a good job, Hops? He's just gonna say yes anyway, and that's what I like about him. It doesn't matter if they really fucking beefed it. Alright. What do you think? Alright. Well, I mean, there you have it. Hold it down, Kevin. We'll be back.
The field team's gathered at the main gate. Seems like they're getting ready to go out on an expedition in the forest.
Yeah, the field team's churgled at the main burgle, I know. I'm doing something. Respect my boundaries. Alright. So, I want to see something. Oh, that's the Wiggler head. You can do that and be like YouTube, man. What else we got? Now you're up here, right? There it is. Yeah, that's really not going to work out for anything that I'm about to be doing. Cool. Cool. Okay, well, fuck it then. Right? Just fuck it. Let me do the following. Hit me with that good shit. These cats fucking love working here. They're the happiest cats I've ever seen. The witch says it's because free lunch. Very well could be. Let's bolt that on. Okay. So, this is what we're gonna go out there with. We should have significant ice resistance. We're alright. We're gonna need it. Because we're gonna go somewhere very, very chilly. And I am going to feel very, very good about that. I love chili. Huh? It is. It is the chief reason that we've considered many times moving to Alaska. Remains to be seen whether or not we'll get to do it, but...
Yo!
Yo. Okay. So, a bunch of Legiana, sure. Alright. Bet you dinner this ain't just some random happening. I'm not paying for your stuff.
Ready to go?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, let's do this!
I mean, you don't have to copy me. Whatever. So now we're here.
In the ancient forest, and nobody knows why.
I don't think that's supposed to be pronounced Legiana, but alright.
Follow me. Legiana tracks.
Sure.
No mistake. It's really here. Does the forest seem off to you today?
No,
Let's keep going.
I mean it's a little windy. It's kind of quiet, but not off.
It's a little weird now that the Elder Crossing investigation's done.
I mean, I guess.
Exciting too, though. I wonder what comes next.
Yeah, there's a lot we don't know about this place, given that it's the new world and all.
Quiet.
I was just saying that.
What gives? I haven't seen so much as a bug. Where are the birds? Maybe something's got
There they
them
are.
spooked?
Well, no, I'm looking at them. Also, Pi sounded off, so he wanted you to know that he was here. Yeah, I'm getting to it, okay?
Those tracks were headed west, partner.
Just, alright?
Wonder if the next investigation is gonna be super long, too.
Who's up here?
I know I plan to stay here for at least another decade.
I mean, I would love that.
They say the Elder Crossings happen once every 10 years, right? We can't really call our investigation complete if we don't stick around to see for ourselves.
If I were a hopelessly lost Legionnaire, where would I be?
Has the same idea.
Also a gentle monster hunter, perish the thought. Honestly, that was one of the things that I was, so The Witch had tried out the trial version of, Monster Hunter Stories too. And like I said, it's not my thing, but she's interested. She likes what she sees. I appreciate that there is a kinder, gentler angle on it. What I don't appreciate is how the hunters from the guild themselves behaved in the opening of the story. Should have sent a $5. If I see some Wyverian kid clearly communicating with one of these monsters that's known to be, like, just as a species, a real fuckwad, I have questions. I'm not looking to kill it.
Plus, that gives me time to, I've got my own little investigation to do. That's
Alright.
part of why I wanted to come to the New World in the first place.
Sure, she wanted to come to the New World in the first place. This is why.
Ooh, which reminds me, you never told me what your reason was. Hold on.
It's my job.
Looks like we're close.
I told you this.
Story time will have to wait.
You just don't fucking listen is the problem. Hey lady, I seen you around town. What's up? What's going on here? It's so quiet, kinda unsettling. Yeah. You know what else is unsettling? Your lack of protective gear given the job that we have. Ugh. Also, this bitch was like, there's no birds, and I just saw birds. They were out there. Where they always are. This is like 3 times now that this thing has almost killed you. Do you want to just stay away from them? Could you just, please, ma'am? If you see that shape of wing, how about you go the other fucking direction?
Where are they going?
I don't know, but we're gonna find out.
Hey. Hey, do you hear that?
I mean, there's like a wailing noise.
Is it the wind? No, that's not it. Is that
A ghost? Yes.
singing?
Well, that's not how I would categorize it.
What is that?
Trouble. Yeah, well, it cleared the mist, and we got a whole new landmass. Let's go tell the boss. I do like the setup here. Just observing migratory patterns in this place that we haven't been has revealed more.
Now that everyone's here, let us begin. We have a serious topic to discuss.
Yeah, we fucking found out that they migrate. That's pretty rad. We should talk about that.
As such, I've assembled the Fleet Masters, along with the First Fleet field team members I've been able to reach.
Okay.
I'm sure that you are all aware by now that Legiana have been leaving the New World in droves, flying far out into the open sea.
Yeah, they're migrating.
Director, please take it from here.
Gladly, sir. Firstly, as a species, Legiana are not known for long-distance migration, nor for abandoning their primary habitat.
Which means this is a big fucking deal.
Why they've begun crossing the ocean is an ecological mystery.
I mean, clearly they know where it is that they're going.
Either something has begun to affect the biological nature of the Legiana, or they've been driven out by some change in their habitat, some anomaly that has stimulated them to migrate beyond the sea.
Beyond the sea.
Okay.
Commander?
Yeah, I got questions too.
Just some deja vu. So, thoughts?
Ha! Do you even need to ask? I can tell by that fire in your eyes that your mind's already made up.
It's not just you, Commander. I think we've all gotten tired of following the same old routine lately.
Good. Then I hereby declare we focus all available resources on investigating this Legiana issue. Effective immediately.
I mean, it's not really an issue, but it is a new behavior, and that's worth investigating. That's what we do.
Commander, sir.
We're a research commission.
Migrating Legiana, we should be able to discover somewhere to land.
Uh-huh.
Like a new island, even.
So, we go by ship. Or, better yet,
Something a little more stimulating. Air travel's our specialty, after all.
It isn't. We found the engineer that did it over here.
yes, the
Whatever.
Fleet's airship would allow us to spot the best landing area and help us get an idea of the surroundings.
Sure.
That settles it then. I'll be choosing who to dispatch, but I need you to stay and watch over everyone here. I'll need hands from the provisions and technology divisions. We'll need your help to set up a forward operating base. And you two, tell your fleet to ready themselves. Once you're prepared,
Why? I'm not in charge of those fools.
assemble at the council table.
I'm just part of the 5th. I don't...
But that's no
You should really call the boss of that. Who is in charge of the 5th Fleet?
youth of legend. We must always press on. Good luck, everyone. And may the Sapphire Star light your way. All right, then. Dismissed.
Okay. Follow them migrating shitheads. We're Master Rank 1. Our power is impossible to contain.
It's time for the next big step. Head to the council table when you're ready.
Yeah, I will.
We can do it!
Okay. He's coming with. I'm down. Please bring a condensed version of all of this, because I don't think we can fit it on the ship. Like, I appreciate the need for reference material so that we can correct old records, but there's no way we're packing all of that. You're just gonna have to make a list of amendments. If we are officially Master Rank 1... no, that's not what I'm looking for. Yeah. Let's get on up here. And let's see if we may begin the process.
Graft!
Not yet. Okay. Well, once again, we'll get a munch. We'll talk to the commander. And, you know, we'll get on with this. One for the road. Don't worry, we'll be back and forth to Astera. It is always nice to have somewhere to go back to. But we're going to be spending a lot of time in the spot that we're going to land in. That's why it's important that we assembled the crew that we did, you know? The room will be just fine in their hands for a bit. Unlike somebody here who is untrustworthy and can't be left by himself. Someone green? He's not paying attention to me. He doesn't need to take this bullshit.
Okay.
Yeah. It sure is.
Well, off you go.
No, I'm sure. Let's go.
Okay.
Yep.
Get going.
We've had something to eat. We've stitched up everything else that we need to stitch up. This is where our priorities lie. It's telling us about the bow. It's got more going on than it looks like it does on the surface. It's very versatile. The witch is shaking her head, but no, it looks like you've just got shoot, but there's various kinds of shoot, and the coatings add something.
Yo!
What's up, idiot? Good.
Fleet Master. They're outside.
You're gonna need to upgrade that Rathian stuff.
You're certain?
Yes, the clouds were headed in the same direction as the Legiana. The wind was blowing toward the northwest that day, so... Hey!
Yo.
Prepared?
Yep. Set us down. See, he's ready. Well, that bodes ill.
A fair wind. Just like the Fifth banner. Luck's on our side.
Yeah!
I mean, this is a big fucking, like, weirdly shaped blimp. I don't really like the way the wind is working right now.
Anything yet?
I can't see anything in this fog.
Yeah.
We didn't come all the way out for nothing. We must keep looking.
Agreed.
Did we not bring any kind of navigational equipment?
Hey. Legiana, huh? And we have no idea where they're going?
Heard some kind of rumor about...
No, just this direction.
Yeah? That'd be pretty exciting, huh?
Grab hold of something, idiot. I'll take care of it.
Look! An island?
The currents are getting worse.
Yeah.
Hold on tight.
Yeah.
We should really have tethers. Oh, you got one of those too, huh?
Partner!
Hey.
I'm alright.
Great.
But more importantly, look! An island!
Awesome. We should really be tethered.
Wait. That is no island.
You're right. It's a landmass.
This is why I said the thing about the tethers.
It's too dangerous to continue.
But we're almost there.
We must regroup. You two inside.
Let's go. Lead the way.
I mean, that's not a great idea.
We'll find a place for the ship to land.
How heavy is my cat?
See you later!
How fat is my boy?
Oh, wow.
What do you mean, oh wow, we do this all the time. Man, good thing I'm wearing all of this fucking armor. You're gonna freeze to death, though. Hang on, I gotta go get my fat boy.
I'm good.
How did he make it down last? Well, alright. We gotta get you a new sword. This chunk of obsidian ain't gonna work forever.
Look at all this
Where's my
stuff.
fucking lance?
And it's freezing.
Yeah. I was just saying that. Like, I'm gonna be fine. You're gonna freeze to death.
Let's set up camp before we freeze to death.
Yeah, especially you.
We can change into something warmer while we're at it. The commander procured some cold weather gear for us.
Uh-huh. And this is the stuff that we get as layered armor. We can change our appearance relatively soon, but
But it's still so cold.
we will probably keep this coat.
This is something else. Let's start looking for a good spot to land the airship.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, in fact, a lot of this may just be this character's look. We're gonna need our helmet back, though. Change equipment. Can't do it right yet, huh? Alright. Yeah, this coat and this waist piece, get used to it. I like it a lot.
The ground's uneven here. Watch your... Ugh!
Yeah.
Ugh. Watch your step.
Uh-huh. Once again, just take a second here. Let me drink this so that our character stops fussing.
We can make a hot drink out of these peppers to beat the cold. Looks like it opens up a bit ahead.
Lady, could you shut the fuck up? Thank you. Do you hear that hiss?
Let's slip through here.
Wonderful. Give me this. I'm telling you, a frozen world whispers to you. You really should have put something on your legs. Don't step in that. Okay. Well, she's in the frozen water now.
Look, a popo.
That is what they're called. We're gonna try to find a better way across. That'll do. That's just the boots.
They are here.
There's no real reason to do that, but it satisfies my head. No, you're not gonna let me ride it? Later on, we'll get to ride one. But the popo are where our meat is going to come from. And we have...
Those tracks look like fin marks.
Yeah, they are.
I remember seeing ones just like it in the New World.
There's also skid
Definitely
marks.
large monster tracks.
And we're good on curatives. We're gonna stock up on these, which is relatively easy to do. Ooh. Some frame rate issues on that cutscene. Who knows why?
Looks like a clearing up ahead. Let's go check it out.
Okay. Don't touch that though.
I think we found our first tracks.
Second and third maybe.
Right.
frozen stiff.
A popo?
Probably dead for a bit then. There's just no need for any other kind of bait. If there's a dangerous creature, it'll come right for her. She's a magnet for these fucking things. Whatever it is about her, it just sets off their fucking predatory instincts like no other. Okay.
I'll look around for a landing site.
Baptism by ice.
According to my notes, this monster is called Theototus.
Yeah, well, let's dance.
Oh, it says its legs are its weak point. You can get it out of the snow, so you can attack it.
Okay, that was an attack animation. Didn't super look like one, but I'll take it, it's fine. Shipping off ice. Stuck something. Come on back over. Not all that much different from the other fish. Kind of just par for the course. I like his horn, though. I think that gives him a neat look. Yeah, I'm aware. Just take it easy, okay? Alright. Do it. You won't do it. Let's get that horn. Kind of flails it around, doesn't he? Well. Not exactly what he's weak against, but we're making solid progress all the same. He's just gonna go ahead and wash himself down with some ice. We got bits. It looks like we chipped a piece of the horn. We got a stunned state in ice. Some more bits. Give me that. Okay.
Taking a dip in the hot spring will warm your core, making you invulnerable to the climate's harsh effects. It has healing properties too.
It's true, it does. And there we have it. Hot springs. They're good for us. Not the best idea, because we're going to step out of this with wet clothes. You don't want that, but... you know, here we are anyway. Allow me to do this too. As we go land whaling once more. I gotta remind myself to show you guys why it is that I've been doing this particular weapon on this character as often as I have. I talked a little bit about how it's sort of part of the local fabric of the spot that I grew up in, and that's absolutely true. And I've also mentioned that I write things, so we'll maybe go over that at some point. It's just not today. I'm thinking maybe over the weekend. Try to get that SWAT in. There's a Gotosaurus on the way over. Yeah, I know. I've seen him. And they don't like each other. We're gonna let them not like each other. Just give it a sec, you know? Really gotta get rid of this hat. Like, it looks warm and everything, but it's a dumb-looking hat. More peppers while we're at it. Got his ass, huh? Alright. The Gotosaurus is also tired. Here's the thing about him. He's not by default hostile. So a lot of the times if we leave him alone, he will leave us alone. There will be some that are shitty, but by and large, we don't have to worry about them too much. Yeah, get the old flippery do, huh? He just fucked off out of the location altogether. Content that he had made his point. Alright, weird. Sure. There we have it. We're fixed. Get on out of there. Here comes the big one? Yeah. The big old dive. Yeah, huh? There we go.
Cut into your stamina.
Yeah.
For a nice hot drink.
I'm doing something, man. Alright. Looks like he's decided he needs to fuck off. Oh, it looks like we have absolutely snapped that horn. So that's neat. Roundabouts we go. He has not decided to fuck off after all. Just a momentary retreat. A tactical withdrawal, if you will. Still time enough for us to munch an entire steak. Supplies that we took with us. Figuring they would be important. Yeah, you leaving? Let's get this sharp and get after him. Alright. There we are. Cram that in there. Grab those because they'll cause a flinch. More. The popos are in a bit of an uproar. Sorry, popos. Some nullberries because they're always a good idea. Yeah, hey, what's good? Wanted the head from that angle, didn't get it. Might this time? Yeah. Let's just plant that right there. There's a full reload. Well, let's get on up this thing. No dice on the grapple. And yeah. Because he seems to like to hang out in his kind of subterranean state, so. Sure, fine and dandy. Yeah. Well, give me those. Back the fuck over here, man. Wheeled him just far enough away, did it? Something that I do appreciate about their new monsters that they introduced here, including the subspecies variants, is that once again it's new content, it's more challenging content that doesn't have to break the basic rules of the game in order to exist. And you know, sure, this is similar to the other Toad Eye, but he's got enough of his own stuff to where it's a different method of engagement. He has a whole lot of lunges and stuff where the other ones kind of don't. It's a very linear kind of moveset that he has. And thinking in terms like that is a benefit of all of that in-house fighting game experience. What are you setting up for? Yeah, because you're doing something. I just don't know what. Hey, there we go. Well, it looks like we've snapped just about everything. So we'll just hit the points that we snapped. No reason not to exploit them. Back in it goes. This is where he lives, so he's gonna go over there and then probably get re-mad at us. Which, that's fine. There we go. And we are done.
The airships land. Finish up your expedition, and let's link back up.
We'll teach this entire island to respect the sage advice of a great philosopher William Smith as Agent J. Don't start nothing, won't be nothing. It's a good philosophy to live by. Yes, I can. The witch is telling me that I can't reference Men in Black. Yes, I can. It's not banned. You know, several of them kicked me and you know it hurt. And then I get them with the fire and I'm like, with the fire, you understand. She's so disappointed in me right now. Okay, that's good. I wouldn't want it to dip any lower. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just kind of milling about and finding patches like this. Because we're effectively now on an expedition. And there's not a reason for me not to. We'll get some points, we'll gather some things. We have new stuff to craft. All kinds of new tools and tricks to fuck around with. A whole new map with new critter ecology. We understand where they sit on the food chain. So, what eats the popo? Besides us, I mean. Latchberries, but we're good. We got rocks. We got those boys, but I don't think they eat the popos. They don't seem to be large enough. Scavengers, I would say. But no dice. They might prey on these little mammalian things. We caught one earlier. They'll hang out with us. We got ivy. So, you know, good bit of familiarity there. These are undoubtedly just the native winged drakes. They notice we're here, but I don't see red or hear music, so I'm content to leave them be for the time being. More butterbur. And we do want points. Another spot to get honey. Good to know. Some kind of other bird. We'll see if we can't wrangle one of those as well. As we continue our survey of the wilderness here. Metals. Gotta get them mineral samples. Hand them to fabrication, see what we can get out of it. A lot of it closed off by cave-ins, but they'll be opened later. By us or by critter. Speaking of caves, we have this place with some sort of fungal bloom, I would say. It looks like a mold. Bombberries. God bugs. You can find them all over the damn place. You literally cannot stop them. Hence the name. Yeah, we'll get our pepper tea going. Ice bloom. Apparently a plant. Looks almost like a Christmas decoration. New fish. I mean, the witch is busy doing her work, so we have to in her stead. If there's fishing, don't worry, she'll find it. Yep, that spooked them. We'll see if they calm down. Wiggling the bait unsettles these fish. It doesn't entice them. I guess they're not predatory. Are you interested? Yeah, no. Okay. That's fine. We got one. But now we know these fish are a little bit more skittish than the ones from the little lagoons that we had visited in Wild Spire Waste and in the Coral Highlands. This bone is chilly. Bait bug. Convenient. Let's try it out. Ah, we're paying attention to the bait bug, are we? Burst arowanas. You can make explosives out of those, we know that. Another ice flow. More plants. Petal grist. Evanescent as a flake of snow, it says. That's a lot. We got penguins that look like they're wearing jackets. Jacket penguin, we gotta study you. Alright, see ya. I mean, this isn't the most effective. It's taken you a long time. Alright. Dragonfell berries. More chili plants. Okay. Well, looks like we've seen about all it is that we can see for the time being. We'll just have to go back to base and tell them what we found and what we didn't find and see about getting in here further. And like I said, don't worry about Astera. We'll be back. Blast nuts. Which I wish they would change to something else. Blast fruit, maybe? Yeah, exactly. Because the witch goes, cause blast these nuts. Yeah, exactly. That's why. Yep, that'd be why. That'd be why I think you ought to change it. Oh, this is a more Beatotus sign. But we'll take it. Is there another one that's moved in? Quite possibly. If there is, I want more of this particular sign so that we can identify it walking in. I want my bugs to know what the fuck is up, you know? I can't have them guessing. I'm a professional. More peppers. Now the snow here gets real fucking deep. And those mire walker things that we had a couple of before will actually become handy as we continue on here, but we'll also end up with more and better slots. So we'll have space for utility things that I don't know if a lot of people skip over, but it would seem like they would. Yeah, those skid marks are old. They've been reburied by the fucking snow. Wouldn't have known about him at all. Oh yeah, another one moved in, didn't it? Okay. Well, that's fine. We could continue to tussle with them, but I don't see a reason to upset the ecosystem further. Mostly, I'm interested in what our job is, right? We are expedition security and long-range scout. That's what we do. The one that we squared off with did attempt to eat our handler, and while I'm not the woman's biggest fan, we didn't bring her out here to get eaten. Though I am still tempted to use her as bait. Wouldn't fail. Hasn't yet. This way. Water moss. Well, it looks like he's ready to get something to eat too, so we'll just make sure that it's not the handler. It ain't gonna be us. We know what we're doing. She kind of bumblefucks here and there, doesn't she? The witch is a better partner. She bumblefucks in specific directions. And is armed. Love you, darling. She doesn't bumblefuck. She is, if anything, extremely timid and careful. Ew, absolutely not. I will not be doing that. No. Get the fuck out of here. Let's go. Oh, hey, Iceborne. This is what the world should look like. I agree. I was just... earlier we were just taking it in for a moment, listening to the hiss and the whisper of the snow. I miss winter. I miss our frozen woods. We got bits. Pi is pleased with our performance. We've researched a Beatotus. The beginning of a new expedition. The true hunt begins. We got all kinds of fucking ingredients. All kinds. And we got more storage space in our box, which is good. Luring monsters, just put this bitch out here. She'll do it.
Oh, wow.
They'll come running. There's some frame rate issues with these cutscenes. I really don't know what that's about.
Perfect place to land.
Sure. Oh yeah, that's right. I have a flare launcher. I never use it. It's what you do to call other players to your quest.
They're here.
But fuck that. How about a signaling mirror? Don't just wave your fucking hands. They can't see you. Some issues with the shadows there.
Nice work. Base is coming along well.
The Legiana, they're here?
Yes, we found their tracks. There's no mistaking it.
We'll need to ramp up this investigation. For now, let's get our base camp up and running.
That's the idea, boss.
Assemble at the council table. We need to talk things over.
Yes, sir. Exciting.
It's freezing.
I know, it looks wonderful. I've had that issue with the lighting there pop up sometimes. Not sure why. No, you're welcome. And then just as quickly it'll go away.
You two really did a fine job. Now that we've laid the groundwork, we need to shore up our defenses before we can ramp up our Legiana investigation.
Sure.
I've already made an urgent requisition to Astera for construction materials. The transport is prepared to sail here in a few days' time.
The continued long-haul COVID viral fatigue is still kicking my ass, unfortunately. I partially blame the humidity. Give me 10 degrees any day. Oh my god, yes. It's not the long-haul COVID thing, so, you know, my fucking sympathy's there. But it is my allergies. because there's no such thing as a tribesman without allergies. So, the temperature shoots up, the plants do their thing. I have to swallow all this fucking goop, but you know what they don't do? That, when it's cold out, which is what I want it to be. Your plants will be fine. They can stay inside.
But of course, this...
Then they will have to be cold weather plants. I hope you like pines.
We'll be able to find safe. The landing point is quite a distance from the forward operating base. So I'd like for you to investigate the surrounding area.
Okay.
Forward operating base and surrounding area. It lacks a bit of punch when I put it like that, huh?
I mean, it sounds a little bit militaristic, Chief. We're still a research commission, so like, it's fine, but I don't know about punch.
Let's see. How about we call this base Celiana?
Sure.
The surrounding area can be called the Hoarfrost Reach.
Why not?
Celiana? That's a wonderful name, Commander.
I don't know what it means.
Now, I want you to conduct an expedition into the Hoarfrost Reach and ensure that the area is safe for passage.
Okay.
I trust you to respond sensibly to any threats you may find out there.
Oh yeah.
Take this
I
as
mean,
a good opportunity to get a lay of the land, too.
You know me, Chief. I fucking get it done.
Keep your guard down. And don't forget your cold weather gear. Good luck out there.
I'll be alright. Relax. Okay.
Priorities are setting up base and securing that supply route.
I will. Saw a panoramic photo of Providence, Rhode Island under 3 feet of snow the other day and it made my heart sad. Yeah. Same. I just... There's no winter out here. They just don't have it. And it's awful. I hate it. It's no good. They'll get a dusting of snow, shut everything the fuck down, and then tell me about how they're real strong pioneers. Okay. So, we don't need that. We're not gonna need those. There we go. Now we look like us. It took a bit, but we got there. Well, yeah, this is a wonderful spot. Check out the digs. Hey, Kevin. How you doing, fam? Yeah, sure. Will do. So, other players can visit you in your room here, which is neat. Let's move the boys in, shall we? Hops. And we are going to have to... So we got omen flies, we got bomb beetles. We got the pearl spring, we got several cactuar. I think hops. This is the friend you need. Over by the pots. We got these fluff balls. You can live in that pot there. In the aquarium. We got 2 joy perch. We did just catch these arowana. Let's do that. We did catch these hop guppies as well. Plenty of fish over here. 2nd floor. What do you think? Ignacio lives on the 2nd floor? It seems like he'd like that. In the beams. Oh, actually. Let's pair Chorbert and Jim end up here. In the flower bed. We know Ignacio's gotta have his flowers. He's just gotta. In the hot spring. This boy we met. We can even have fish in the ponds. We want to be sure that they've got, acclimated to the weather before that. Sure. Yeah, we'll do the arowanas. We caught them here anyway. And in the fucking sky. I feel like those guys would be fun to see. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the jellyfish. We'll get some more of those too. Some extra pond boy. They're all moved in. We have a lot of decorations. We'll go through those in a second. Alright. Basic settings. So we have some themes. They call this elegant refinement. I hard disagree. You can color it like candy, you can color it like an idiot. Minimalist might be something that we go for. This is perfect, I think. Wallpapers. You can change them. The botanical pattern. Okay, sure. Some blues, some reds. Ceramic tiles, which is a little bit tacky. Stucco, sure. Bamboo, if you were feeling tropical. I think it's gonna have to be the black floor. Might be that one. We'll see. Straw floors, bamboo floors. Yeah, I think it's gonna have to be that. Lights. I think the white is a little bit too harsh. Ooh, that is way too harsh. Ow. Okay, get that out of there. We could have pig lanterns. Maybe. Sky lanterns would also be very nice. That looks good. So, I think we'll just stick with the default lights. Our music player. All of these will have me filing yet another dispute for copyright checks. Had to happen every single time. But alright. The crew's moved in. Ignacio's already fucking all about it. We got new boys to hang out with here. The boys that are from here are just gonna kinda stick around. Hey. This one lives in a pot. A much more populated aquarium. The fish are happy to have neighbors that are a little bit more normal. Hops, my boy. Now, if I'm not mistaken, Ignacio is too far away to steal your food. Alright. Stellar. And we can just kind of let the scout flies do their thing. We can even display loadouts. Like, how about our current equipment? That's our gear. I would really like that coat. Alright. I mean, I could do without the tassels on the big pouch on the back, but everything else is hitting me just right. These boys up here plotting. Alright. So let's consider decorations. We have some. Room customization. Oh, okay. We may have to walk up to them. No, that's just release scout flies. Did I miss it? Because we have a number of them. Room customization. First floor. Oh, there we go. Okay. So, we can swap our table. These chairs are very intimate. You can tell because they have a pillow on them. Our main table will probably wind up just being our main table. Ooh, the intimate table is a big old fucking cut of tree. That looks great. When we've got access to it, we'll do that. Hunter's brunch. A traditional meal. Hot pot. Hard to say no to a hot pot. No, I'm not 7. Take it easy. We're also not the Flintstones, so we're aiming for the fucking hot pot. Oh, I must purchase that. Okay, well, we'll see. Sofas. Just a bench. Absolutely not. That's also just a bench. No, entirely too gaudy. Bed. Okay. Standard issue bed. Looks uncomfortable. Looks uncomfortable in a different way. Not bad, but I would need a different pillow. Absolutely not. Shelves. Boy, there's a whole lot, huh? I mean, here's the thing. This boy's a heavy reader, make no mistake about it. Oil lamp, Poogie lamp, hanging lantern. This one seems to be a little bit more practical. Good shit. Shelf. So we have cookware, which makes sense. I think that can stay. And the scout fly cage. The grand appreciation. I see. It's the silver and gold Rathalos and Rathian. Oh, we can do that. We can get a wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube man. Jagras. A lot of these I suppose we'll end up just having to unlock. The figures of the various monsters. Some of them we haven't seen yet. All good shit. Ah! We're gonna have a time, you and me. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna have a time. Oh, I see this fool's back. Fight me about it, asshole. I trounced you back in the day. I've only gotten stronger. How about the flower bed? Can we spruce this up? For Ignacio, give him something he's used to, maybe. I mean, okay, so he's gonna want some hot peppers. We know him, he's spicy like that. Probably not anything from the Rotten Vale. I would think this fool might like cactus. That's what I'm thinking. Alright. There we go. He'll stay nice and warm. We got some good looking fucking sandwiches on that. Is that sandwiches or is that quarter of a chicken? It's either a sandwich or a wrap, it looks like to me. Sandwich. There we go. It's just hard to tell from certain angles. Alright, y'all be good. I'll be back. They have such good spots. Oh, hang on. There's a spot that we do have to visit. You know me, I like my lingering. Yeah, it needs more of the Medusos. Oh, I can feed them. Excellent. Fish, get at it. Wonderful spot. Oh, no, I did not. We can splash around in the hot tub, the witches reminded me. Right down here in the hot springs. We can toggle armor. Weird headband I've got. Don't know what that's about. You can splash water. You can frolic. Ow. There's not enough water for that. But we can also just float here for a bit. And that's gotta feel good on our back, given the amount of shit that we carry. We can also dive. We have dove. There's really not enough water to dive anywhere. Alright, up we go. And let's get back to it, now that we're done moving in.
Our first priorities are setting up base and securing that supply.
I'm getting to it. I got people I gotta talk to first. Yo, we got some issues with the texture back there, huh? Okay, you got it. That's our provisioner. We'll save her for last.
I'm ready. Let's go.
We know you. Glad to see that you dressed for the weather. Okay. We got our research and we got our capture pen. Thanks for cutting it down to the essentials, my man. Yeah, already got a new one to report to you. Now the Linean researcher has a new tool for us. What's up? A surveyor set. It's a camera. Okay. Great. You got it.
Allow me the honor.
Sure. So, FA brings up our camera. We can take pictures in order to research the locals. Right there seems good. No.
You've done it again.
We had to zoom way the fuck in. He wants us to fucking photograph his wrinkles. There, weirdo. We did it.
My dearest thanks.
I'm not much to look at, am I? Did you think you were, or I'm sorry to surprise you this way? Nobody here's pretty, man. I don't know what to tell you. I ain't pretty, you ain't pretty. It's fine. Just run with it. Okay? Investigate them. You got it. Sure. Take pictures of them doing stuff. Gets us rewards. See what I mean? Now we have a camera. Yeah, hey. What the fuck is going on with the... Why am I seeing double? Alright. Anyway, he's bushed. Thermal vent. Okay.
Good to see you.
Yep. Got it. Now, I don't think he has anything else. Oh, sure. That's the new one. They're setting this up. It'll be a thing shortly. Ah. But then it stops. Who knows why? Okay.
How are you? Oh, that reminds me.
Sure. One of these heavy thingamajiggins fell and clobbered her on the head, and she had an epiphany.
Get it.
Decorations. Yeah, sure. So, our tools can be upgraded not just to increase their effectiveness, but with the mantles they can have decorations of their own. Which means that while wearing them we'll get additional effects of additional jewelry slots.
There you are, Fiver.
Yep. Y'all set this up quick. You got it. I've already got shit for you. Mm-hmm. And here we are. New shit. All kinds of extra resistances. We can already make a fair amount of Beatotus stuff. But then we did have a pretty stiff go at him, so you know how it is. We are going to be concerned with our... Yeah, with our ice defense. So, you know, get ready for that. Earplugs level 2 is good. Slap them together, put them on. We would need more hard horns for that. That's fine. I'm just kind of weighing this versus that. The thing about a lot of this stuff is that it's going to be just intrinsically better. You know, with that defense rating and all that. So we're just trying not to make ourselves too much worse, if that makes sense. Let's do this for this one. Alright, relax. It occurs to me that I haven't, like, actually watched this one for you guys yet, so... There we go. Defense boost, poison resistance is solid shit. We'll probably leave that be for right now. And we'll come back and we'll do other things shortly. The other thing we can do is we now have access to further upgrades. And what a ride that's going to be. So, Nergigante has this upgrade, and it's hard to look at. I like that the shield incorporates the horns and the skin of it. This over here is too much. Too much on the lance. Relax on the lance part. What else have we got available? All kinds of new... I told you this was a bundle of sharp sticks. I wasn't joking, it's no good. That's not going to be usable ever. So anyway, we have all kinds of new things to put together and pursue as necessary. The Kushala stuff is available, the Xeno'jiiva stuff is available, blah blah blah. And there will be a couple of things that we unlock along the way by doing the variety of event crap that we haven't done just yet. The Gigafrost can get a relatively quick upgrade, and then it becomes even cooler. Another thing that we can do is clear out this inventory of ours. Oh, thank you. Because a great deal of it is now completely outdated. It ain't coming back in style. We'll have to make a new one later. And frankly, I'm alright with that. We'll leave that there for the time being. That as well. Those can sit because who knows. That's fine, that's fine. These gotta go. Even though I like the shape of them, they gotta go. That's gotta go, and I don't like the shape of it. That we're keeping for a very specific purpose. Sort it by equipped. Oop. There we go. Let's set some decorations. Our earplugs are just about capped. That's good. They're capped now. So our fire resistance is not going to be a priority for the time being. Our ice resistance is. So we're now up above the threshold there. That's good. Same thing with our dragon resistance, not going to be a priority. Thunder, not going to be a priority either at this particular point in time. Affinity is your critical hit chance. This is nice for a whole lot of things, but not for us. We don't really rely on it all that much. I wish I had some antidote jewels. We don't. We'll have to find a way to fix that. Melder hasn't set up here yet. That's fine. This is our new cook. The Graham Meowster chef. She's a grandma. It's that hunter from the 5th Fleet, it's true. Celiana's Canteen, the heartiest of meals. A stiff breeze would blow us over, says Grandma. Guaranteed to stick to our ribs, I believe her. Don't be a stranger. Now don't worry, Grandma. You're gonna see us constantly. And like any grandmother, adopted or otherwise, she's got the fucking goods for us. Behold. The new feast. Loved it. Okay. And yeah, her kitchen is full of little grandmas. Far and away different than the rogue nutritionist that we're used to. Well, he stocked a bunch of hot drinks for us, but we know what we're doing. We can make those and stockpile our own equipment. The witch appears to be deep in thought. It's dangerous when she gets that way. What could she be thinking of?
Surviving?
Oh, the only other competent person here. What's going on? Convoy this size and securing the area. Yeah, you got it. I want that backpack. Her backpack's a great setup. Need some more padding around the actual spots that make contact with your back, though. There we are. Way the hell up here. I like that she has the grandkids helping out. Yeah, fuck yeah, she does. Even if it's just for moral support. Sword and shield tips. Lets you do a bunch of things.
Our mission is to secure a route for the supply convoy.
Okay. I can do that. I'm slow walking about it. Oh, that's why. really don't know what the frame rate drops are for these cutscenes. We know we already convinced one of those guys and one of those guys to move in. One of those fools is already making friends with Hops. I agree. Seems like a great place, huh?
Down to the bottom.
Oh, for the love of God, kid, please just stay at camp.
I'm pretty good at climbing roots and rocks out here.
I don't care.
Still can't hold a candle to the tracker, though. She's a free climbing pro.
Yeah.
It's amazing that she was the first one to ever scale the Great Ravine.
I mean, she's an expert in her field. We've seen her do it. How's it going, my boy? You toasty? Fuck yeah, he is. Oh yeah, RAI has the backpack. It'll only cost your salt. Yeah, yeah. No, I'm sure I can find like a surplus Alice frame at one of these military surplus stores. Yeah. Some pepper tea. Problem solved. Blue shrooms. Something you may not notice about this particular thing. It is one of those interactables, so you can use it for mounts. Another spot caved in. Same with this ice wall here. Always handy to know what you can and cannot use to get elevation to get on top of a critter. Chili bones. Alright. Yeah, what'd you find? Nothing then. Good job finding nothing.
Over there! Tracks!
Well, we'll see about what they are.
Before. They lead this way.
Oh, there she goes, running off. Well, I do science. And get them research points about it. Another hot spring. There's typically, yeah, mineral deposits at hot springs.
Whoa! A hot spring!
Yes.
Looks awfully tempting, but I'd probably never want to get out.
I mean, you could just stay. It's fine, I'll come and get you later. You know, we got all kinds of scratches here. Not the best of signs. I don't see any further...
Looks like the path is blocked.
Oh, no, there they are.
Could be the work of whatever's left these tracks.
It is undoubtedly the work of whatever's left these tracks. Which, you know, don't worry. We'll find out what they are. Uh-huh. Someone's been building dams. Oof. This cutscene is just being rough. Okay. But then it jumps ahead that I see visual terror. You won't on the recording because it's got a fixed frame rate, but strange.
What did this?
Oh, don't worry. We'll see it. In fact, there it is. Why don't you keep your earmuffs up and you get the fuck out of here. That's a lot of noise. Kid, I'm getting real tired of this. I really want you to just go back to camp. Alright. Now I have to deal with this. It's a goat. It's a moose. It's a tyrannosaurus. It's a beaver.
It's not safe for the convoy with this thing.
Yep. Let's get on out of that narrow corridor so we can move around it. Okay, cool. Anyway, yeah, you see that big flat tail? Oh, they're fighting. Go ahead. There it is. So, this time the Banbaro is our problem. And we're just gonna aim to solve our problem, you know? Whack. Let's get him stuck early on. That'll do. I was hoping to get further inside than that, but it just did not happen. Ouch. Ouch again. Yeah, it kind of hooked me on his horn. Alright. Out from under that. Cat is once again talking mad shit. Just got walloped with a fucking boulder. There we go. Get that reload. There we go. Ow again. Sure. Do it. Fuck each other up. We're all good. Grabbing that piece. What did we get hit by? Must have been one of his things. That's the dude from Princess Mononoke. Yeah, he's got a very Miyazaki animal face, doesn't he? He looks like the Forest Lord. I definitely do agree on that. Anyway, after him. We're gonna make a hat. Eboshi would be proud. But you know, she's also not running this expedition, and Irontown was kind of a fucking mess. There we are. You cannot leave me out of this. I simply won't allow it. Yeah. Hard enough? No. Right, clipped right through the tree. So no. go ahead and scoot over here. Because Ice Blight is a concern. You coming over? Yep. That's fine. Looks like he shook off the bomb tag. That's alright. We'll make do. Big stomp. Let's get this shit loaded. Okay. Yep. Okay. Are we good, or can I... I'm trying to get inside his guard here. Looks like we're good. At long last. Tag me on the retreat guard. I just flung that one, huh? It's cool, we got plenty of restoratives. Ow. No dice on getting that guard up, huh? Just wasn't happening. Sure. Oh, we actually snapped a hoof. Nice. You see those big badgers? Those are called wolves, which is a hard word for me to say. It's just not something that rolls easily off my tongue. Part of the ingredients that we're going to need to make new stuff. So, we're going to slap up at least a few of them. They're also real fuckers in that one of their default critter abilities is a grapple. They'll kind of snake up around you and just chill there. And I don't remember asking them to do that. They also produce fur, so we'll get to it. It doesn't look like this has quite the same kind of healing properties as I was hoping for, but that's alright. We got tools. Pepper tea. Because we'll need it in just a moment or two as we climb on out of this and continue to pursue, you know, this thing. This other bizarre chimera that we've met. Strange alignment. There we go. There we are. Usually there's more of them, but I guess they must have fucked off with him in the region. Yeah, there's another one. Hey, guy. You still enraged, or...? Not super, huh? That's okay. I like it like that. There you go. Ooh, lots of frame rate loss there, too. I think that's the first we've experienced that with this game. We'll have to see. I'm curious as to what the trouble is. It seems to have straightened itself out. May just be that Windows decided that it needed to run an update that it didn't want to tell me about. Ow. Yeah, get him. Did you get him? Ah. That's less than ideal. Yeah, huh? Well, we got there eventually. I swung around for that material because I wanted it. Yep. Oh, you got another one already, do you? Fun for you. Ow. Yep. There's a faster sheath decoration and trait that we would benefit from. You know, to avoid that in the future. There we go. How'd you tire yourself out? Just a little bit, a small amount of sleepy. There we go. The tremor. Sure. You do that if it works, that would be great. Oh, we got another turf war thing happening. Well. Time to exploit this. And not get hit with a monster corpse in the meantime. Uh-huh. Are you both going to admit that you're just in love with each other and that's why you can't leave the other one alone? Thanks, bud. Super appreciate that shit. Uh-huh. No, I know you're trying to apply the ice blight, but my resistance is too high at this point. It's not gonna happen. Yeah, y'all do that. Okay. He feels like fucking off, so he's gonna fuck off, and we're gonna follow. Yes, give me this. It's a mad fish. Alright, well, I thought you were doing a charge. I didn't know that you were just throwing shit. My bad, I'm out of here. You're not even who I'm here about. Fucking wait your turn. He's trying for it. That boy's dedicated. Okay. Well, it looked neat. We have a problem, don't we? Well, the landslide brought us down. You're still not who I'm here for. Yeah, what's up? why you did that. Looked neat, though. Looks neat every time. Doesn't make a ton of sense. Good talk. Spot right now. Alright, let's get that full reload. And okay. Just more thorns. Whatever. This has been an eventful one, hasn't it? Let's give ourselves a moment, shall we? He'll go and attempt to sleep it off. We'll get some more medals. We got caught in a landslide. There's been a fish. Got hit with a boulder by a goat beaver thing, who is also a dinosaur. Let's not forget that. We've experienced frame rate issues for the first time playing this game. Alright, let's get it started. Woo. No luck severing that tail, though. We might just have to use a different tool. Gotta be almost done. Simply has to be. Hot drinks effects have worn off, have they? Yeah, right. Well, we got plenty of those. There. Come get it. Where is he? Ow. Thought I was a little bit further away from his head than that. Guess I wasn't. just slamming it. Roundabouts that. Cool beans, that's loaded again. No slide. Okay. Just that one seems to be slide material, yeah. Come on. That's the one. More peppers. Give it up already, fam. Sure. With the big launch, huh? Okay. I guess he was like just barely close enough. There we go.
Onward. Let's wrap up the expedition and head back to Celiana.
That's the idea. We'll deal with the Walgs in a second, because they will want a piece of us now that this is done. But hey, we will not be seeing them fuck up our supply lines any further. We have officially once again done our jobs. Our actual jobs, not jobs that we had to assign ourselves when, like, you know, when we worked for Creo. And we stacked up a few Walgs while we're at it. That was a fun one. I liked that one a lot. Frame rate issues aside. Still don't know what caused it. We've had plenty of particles and shit flying around in other places. It might just be a memory leak that happened this one time. We'll keep an eye. It also wasn't all that severe, so... It may have looked different on stream. But in that case, I promise, give it a second or two for YouTube to catch up. You can watch it in much higher quality. Just stop rooting through things. That's all I'm asking you to do. Alright? Just don't root through my shit. Okay? Please. Pi, it's not an unreasonable request. It isn't. Well, it's not, though. By carving its tail, we didn't get the tail to come off, but it did give us the stuff anyway. We got all kinds of stuff. New bits. But it was just an expedition. It was just an expedition. I don't make the rules. We can now go on master rank expeditions. I don't make the rules. That's what it was. Yeah, some issues with that one too. There we go. It seems to have kind of worked itself out.
Bring that over there.
Kinda sorta. It's still getting hitches.
How about this? Over there. Okay.
I agree.
Sir.
There should be a hoods up option.
Hey, heard you took care of some rough work out there. How'd everything go?
Put on a shirt. That's how it went.
As usual. Now we can begin our investigation.
Yep.
Just think, this freezing cold place was waiting out here for us all this time.
I would like to think that.
This land has in store for us. Whether we like it or not, we're going to find out. Well then, I'm heading back to Astera.
Okay.
Seriously?
Someone needs to stay and look over Astera.
I mean, it is officially his project as well.
This time, you can take the lead.
Put on a shirt, Junior.
It's not for me. As long as you're here, everything will be fine, right? Besides, ordering someone to be a commander doesn't make them one.
Maybe so. But this place needs a strong leader to guide it. They'll need you here to guide them.
Yes, sir.
We'll need you too.
I mean, I fucking hope so, Chief. I'm putting in the hours here, man.
All right, well, let's get started.
Sure.
We've got a full house here in Celiana now, and our Legiana investigation has gone into full swing.
Yeah?
So, before we get ahead of ourselves, how about we hear from our newest members? First up, provisions. Our new deputy here will take care of the stockpile in Celiana.
That's what he says. Shirtless guy is my boss now. He's the boss's kid, so he's always been kind of my boss, but I don't listen to him any more than I listen to my actual boss. Either of them. You know, we got the commander there who is useless and comes up with bad plans. And then there's the admiral, who I don't think has a job. I can't pinpoint the function he provides. So this is just another link in that chain. It's whatever.
Hey, I got it by the pile.
I don't want anything you're selling, sir.
For all your melding needs, Graham here's got you covered.
Hey.
Swing by any time to see what's stirring.
Next.
No, no hotcha.
We'll be managing shipment requests for the Argosy and harvest requests for botanical research.
Sick, thank you.
You come see me anytime.
I will.
And last but not least, our chef. We got the best of the best for our canteen in Celiana.
Of course, look at her. She's carrying her ingredients in fucking quick access kangaroo pouches, okay? She is tactically ready for kitchenery. Look at them seasonings.
As some of you may know, she's the Astera chef's former mentor, and she's come out of retirement to help us out.
Appreciate it, Grandma. Special gratins and stews will keep your bellies full and bodies warm. And you better eat it all. It's true. You have to. It's not negotiable.
In charge of the resource center as usual.
You got it.
You can still count on me for all your hunter gear. And what do you know? The chief's made it out here too.
Don't look so surprised. You know that I'd go anywhere in the noble pursuit of knowledge.
And finally, there's me.
I mean, he did say that.
Keeping everyone safe and sound.
Will you?
I'll relax while I'm on watch.
Okay, sure. You could try putting on a shirt. That would probably help me take you seriously.
Now that the niceties are out of the way, back to our objective. We've got to figure out why the Legiana have migrated.
Pi has peeps.
And to do that, we've got to find those Legiana.
Okay.
First, I'd like the field team to conduct an expedition into what we're now calling the Hoarfrost Reach.
The field team, huh?
You might find a clue about the Legiana crossing by following any tracks that they may have left out there.
Uh-huh.
Don't forget that this is still uncharted territory. Don't let me catch you being reckless out there.
Listen, asshole, you got a specific way you want this job done, you do it your goddamn self. Otherwise, you stay out of my way.
Yes, sir. We'll get started on the expedition right away.
Don't suck up to him.
I'll be going too. There's quite a lot I need to see for myself out there.
Ah, sick. Happy to have you.
All right then. Just don't skimp on sending me regular status updates. I guess that about.
You'll get them when I'm done with them.
Well, let's get to it, I guess.
Fucking come over here and make me. I ain't got time for this kid.
The across reach and try to pick up those Legiana's trail.
I'll deal with it in a sec. Idiot, what do you got?
That reminds me.
Steam Kutku. Okay. Great. And you hit a switch like Ka-chunk. And you get pitted. So pitted. Bye. You got a new request? Sure. I mean, I haven't been able to take many pictures yet, but it's alright. We'll make it an effort. Yeah, man. So you said Steam Kutku. This does not look like a Kutku. It just looks like steam valves. Okay. Oh, sure, for this cutscene, we're good to go. We now officially have steam heat. It's also a way to play a fucking, protracted, noisy, free item gambling thing. We'll do that, and then we'll probably retire to our room.
Aye, you'll do fine.
Uh-huh. Sure. Industrious hunters, not really. It just, you turn in extra shit. Add fuel. By guessing. It is just guessing. There you go. Look at that. Let's add fuel. We got more than enough for our first crack. Sure, fine and dandy. Why not?
Just hammer on whatever button you like in any order you fancy. Get lucky, and you'll get a proper burst of steam for your troubles.
There is no way to be good at this.
Here, a little something for all the help. Work the machine to build up steam. Repetition's key here. Aye, that's the stuff. Get a full head of steam going, then
I'm waiting.
Smell that? That right there's the heady aroma of a jackpot. That's a jackpot if I've ever seen one. Oh, the pipes are singing today. Ready to make this happen.
See what I mean? So, you can also simply hold spacebar after we're done with this tutorial.
Give us the go sign.
Some Wyverians are tall. We'll answer this question. So,
Starting to build up.
the deal with this dude is that some Wyverians are tall and some are fucking little gremlins. That's the way it's always been. We don't know why. Shrug. Anyway, there's dwarves in Monster Hunter. This is the typical weird Japanese portrayal of old people as 3 feet tall. It's not even all old people. There's illustrations of the chief of Kokoto being just a little gremlin man when he was young. It's just some are elves and some are dwarves, basically. Now we have this. During this sequence, the cats will tell me which ones to press, and every time we do, we can see the amount of fuel going down.
Until next time.
Oh, you're still gonna make me press it? I can't just hold space. Eventually, I'll just be allowed to hold space.
Steam starting to build up. Oh, the machine's on fire! Oh, in a good way. Steam's building like crazy!
Holding space is also faster. Cause here, listen to this. That's me hitting AWD, just in sequence. AWD, AWD. It doesn't always register your keystrokes. This makes you wait as if it were a NetherRealm Studios game before pressing the next button. You must dial it in and wait for the operator to accept.
Good! System's back to normal levels. Best not to push it. She's at full power! Just a bit more!
And then when you're done, you get this. Now the cats we know are excitable. This fucking clown has no excuse, she's a grown woman. She's going to cook potatoes in the boiler. And somehow she's allowed to walk around unsupervised. She should really have an attendant if this is what pops into her head. Don't worry, the machine is fine. It's very funny. She got her potato. Ha 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 ha.
Go again? You know what to do.
I do, but I'm not doing it right now. We're gonna be visiting here for free shit. Yeah. Alright. New shit. We have the option of Vespoid stuff, which has solid resistances all around. It's definitely a contender. We'll see what it is that we can grab. This is still off the table entirely, we're not doing that. The Kestodon crap is back in style. The Kajau shit is available. Seamus, Gastodon, Barnos. You get the idea. The Wulg stuff is just this gator. The Kortos are those other things that we've seen flying around. It's not a bad body piece, but I don't really like the mantle. We know what the Jagras shit is all about. Tsitsis, Dodogama bits. You name it, we fucking got it. We'll need a new helmet. But you knew that. Meldspar and Bathosite. We're not that far off from it then. The clockwork stuff is unacceptable. You're not allowed to do that. You're just not. It's false and wrong, and you're false and wrong if you do it. We can be the King of Skyrim, or the slightly more reserved King of Skyrim. It's not a bad looking set. I think it's done well. This one is probably a bit much. There's too much happening here. If you were going to do anything, I would say probably stick to just one of these pieces, and you'll get the look you're going for. Is the beta any different? Yeah, I guess it doesn't give us very long hair. It's all bad. Don't do that to yourself or to the people around you. You can be Bloodborne, which is an option for another character I'm going to have on here. We have, of course, the Arabian Nights entry, which is unfortunate. The Dodogama shit looks even better. It's the frog mouth pattern. Okay, cool. Nice. That body piece is a strong contender. The reason for that is that this is the proper shape. And the reason that this is a proper shape is that things that come in are going to glance rather than stick and fix. That's what you want. It also extends high into a kind of proto-bever, which keeps things from coming up into your neck. Nicely done piece of armor. a thing that people tend to skip over or opt not to pay attention to when they are doing fantasy whatevers. We could be goth ass Creed. With the way that fucking hood is shaped. Look at the belts. Look like a toolbox. Don't wear that either. No. The beret is a bit much, but the Jagras stuff is okay. I think that's about it for the complete... Well, I mean, we know the Hornator is just unacceptable. The Vespoid stuff is slightly more acceptable. The alloy stuff is pretty standard. We know how that looks. The Bone Zone is still unacceptable. You're not allowed to do that. Alright. Speaking of, we may have weapon upgrades. Needs one more Eltalite. Okay. That's fine. And we may also... I'm undecided yet if I'm going to dip into Greatsword on this character. There are several patterns that make sense for it. Like this, namely. It seems a little bit oversized for him. I mean, it's a Monster Hunter, and yes, I know everything is oversized, but there's stuff I have in mind for this individual. It just doesn't gel well for me, so odds are good that we won't. We can... Yeah, we can check out what we got as far as guns are concerned. There's other Anjanath bits. Great Jagras pieces. Water cannon, that's Giratoda stuff. At the very least, this might not look the worst. Let's see if our Nergigante thing is going to pay off at all. I don't super hate that. It's better than the other Nergigante weapons, and this one you would actually be able to, like, brace against stuff without it puncturing anything. It ain't the greatest, but we've seen worse out of that tree. Those we can't view yet, It's a shame, I would like to view them. Doesn't look like we have Banbaro stuff in Gunland. The Cartilage Blaster, that... What is... Oh. Oh, we've upped our thing to belt fed now, have we? Is that just teeth? Kinda looks like it. Haven't seen that since Shadows of the Damned. And before you nod along, nobody played Shadows of the Damned. Xenojiva piece. Oh, because it's the Black Diablos. Okay, that makes sense. Puke stuff. Rattlebon crap. Dodogama bits. Kirin bits. The Teostra pieces is just one big cannon. Looks like it's rifled. Rifled in a weird way, but rifled. The Xenojiva bits there. Yeah, what does a pickle gun look like? A mess. We'll try to fucking put it together and see if it continues looking like a mess. What does a pickle gun offer us? Ammo info. It does fire dragon ammo. We'll see. We'll see about pickle gun. This is from the Lunastra. I don't think we fought the Lunastra yet, so I'm not entirely sure why it's showing me this. Shouldn't have unlocked yet. Oh well. Well, let's tuck on in. We'll stop by these spots. Yo, what up?
Got some good news!
Good shit. Yeah, we can do this. This is from those tickets we got. and just convert them directly into all kinds of things. Don't worry, we pretty much need them all. That's very good. That's all blights. All elemental blights. Take them. Yep, more. Okay. Sure. Those are the primary reason to do the slot machine thing with the cats, I think, at this particular point in time for us. We also have these new fusion jewels, which give a rank to 2 different things. Which I think is neat. We can also turn in high commendations. We apparently have 6 of them, but we're not allowed to do anything right now. A glowing phase stone. And since we're going to wind up with so much of this stuff, we are also going to wind up with the ability to rapidly transmute some of them into new things. Which is good shit for me. What do we got? Brace is alright. Because there's not much else for us to do with the stream stones at this point. Can't believe that's worth so little. Venom is not something we're going to need. The grinder skill is not something we're really going to need either. This is good for in a party, but I think we've gone over that. Likely not. Definitely not. I think that only enhances cannons. Munch 'em. Or is it Bombardier that only enhances cannons? It's alright, we'll get other ones too. It's fine. We just sold those. It also, whatever. I was clicking too quickly. Good news.
Anyways, I believe in you.
Well, thank you. 20 young butterburs, sure.
How are you?
I'm doing alright, how about you? Botanical research. We've certainly upped our fucking game there. As far as points are concerned. Okay. The Argosy's not in port yet. That's fine. Oh, you got more to say? Good.
By the way.
Oh, thanks. Appreciate it. I mean, I make them myself, but that's fine. Yeah, huh? No, we already did that. Thanks for the help with the tutorial, though. We got cats milling around. You can also access your housekeeper. Kevin's got a desk. You know? He's worked hard. He deserves one. So we can access our tail raiders and stuff without venturing into our room. But into the room is where we must go, because it's what we do. It's tradition at this point. I'm 100% keeping this jacket. We'll preview other stuff so y'all can see it, but it's the way to go for this character. Coloration and everything is dead on. Hey, Hops. Now it remains to be seen who is going to steal Hops' lunch this time. But we know him, we know how he gets down, we know someone will. Let's go where we go. Right. Get on out of there. Straighten my damn back out. Someday a new chair. I wanted to do it someday soon, but then you know, the whole box of Theseus thing happened, and a number of parts needed to be replaced. So, that took a back seat, which would be wordplay if I had thought ahead and meant to do it. But I didn't, and in the interest of transparency, now you know that. Anyway, while you ponder how terrible I am at wordplay, you can wander alone for a bit. The witch and I are going to wander in the direction of some kind of food. See ya.